if you had told me like a week ago that I'd be doing this video, I would have told you you're crazy, completely nuts. Stop fucking kneeling, people. What is going on with that? Americans don't kneel. And then when I say Americans, I'm not talking about the United States only. I'm talking about the entire continent of America. It's a continent of countries that have a tradition of precisely not kneeling to anyone. You don't kneel to a king, you don't kneel to a fellow human being, you don't kneel to anyone but God, if that's your thing. But you don't kneel. It's amazing that I have to tell folks this, but an entire country, an entire continent of people that fought rulers that made them kneel and submit to a higher power, a king. You're now kneeling to someone else because he's demanding you to do that. It's the most racist thing I've seen in my entire life. You kneeling to someone else because of your skin color, implying that you have some kind of guilt, some kind of responsibility. Have you actually done anything bad that you should be asking for forgiveness in such a way? And if anything, ask for forgiveness like a man, standing up, I'm sorry for whatever crap I did. That is how normal people ask for forgiveness if you did something wrong. Kneeling in submission in that way is just shameful. It's just disgusting and doesn't make any sense at all. Other than just surrendering to a mob, to a bunch of looters, criminals, of scum. You're surrendering to scum. That's what's going on right now. And I was just watching some of the clips right now. It is amazing. It's just some random guy just walks to a woman and tells her, kneel in front of me and ask for forgiveness, and she will do it. Some random white chick, some guy that says he's representing Black Lives Matter. Fuck that. Fuck that. You don't do that. All right? That's the way you are supposed to behave. Who are you that demands our people to kneel in front of you? Now, I love you guys. Dudes, I love you all. You're all great people, but you're so naive. You're so naive. This started as, let's kneel together and pray for the soul of George Floyd or whatever shit they're convincing you with right now. So you both kneel together. Now what's happening is they are standing, you are kneeling, and they have their hand on your shoulder. And you are kneeling to someone else. You're surrendering to someone else. And this is widespread. It's being done by cops. It's being done by chiefs of police, of politicians, mayors, whatever the hell it is. Even the National Guard is kneeling to looters. You have a gun, you're kneeling while holding a gun, you're submitting and surrendering while holding a gun. You should be ashamed of yourself. And I know that a lot of you guys don't realize what you're doing because you're naive. You don't see how you're being played by the mob. You just haven't been in this kind of shit for long enough to understand what's happening. You think that it's a sign of solidarity. No, that's not solidarity. That's surrendering. That's submission. It's something else completely different. Completely different. You're being played, you're being fooled, and you are surrendering to a bunch of criminals, of thugs, because that's what they are. Anyone that asks you to kneel in front of them, that's a thug. That's what he is, or she is, or whatever it is. It doesn't even matter. It is disgusting what's happening out there. And you know what? It's amazing that I even have to make this video. You know what? It is getting so crazy. It blows my mind. I never thought I'd see this. Never thought I'd see this in a million years. It's not just 1, 2, because if it was just 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 100 cases, 100 incidents like that, but it's widespread. And it's being portrayed, of course, by the mainstream media. These assholes. It's being portrayed like a gesture of solidarity. Kneeling is not a gesture of solidarity. Kneeling is a gesture of submission and surrender. You're surrendering to a bunch of looters that are beating the crap out of innocent people, stealing stuff all night long. There was just a guy in New York, one of these guardian angels, like a civilian, like a neighborhood patrol kind of thing. They beat the crap out of the guy. He lost an eye over this, and you're kneeling to those people. Another clip of someone throwing bricks through windows while the people inside are saying, "I'm on your side." fuck that you're on the side of the guy that's throwing you a rock through your own window. You're on his side. No, the only thing you should be giving that guy is bullets at 1,400 feet per second. That would be the only thing you should be giving that guy. Okay, it is crazy, but this is the left at work. This is them finally, this is the work they've been doing for so long, convincing you that this is the right thing to do, that you should be ashamed of your skin color, that you should be asking for forgiveness because you're white. Are you nuts? Are you crazy? You have no thought, you have no reason of your own. It is, I just cannot believe it. But it's happening, and it could only get worse. There's no way this gets better in any shape, form, or version of it. Because when you have widespread surrendering of people, of leaders, of figures of authority, surrendering to the mass of looters, to the mob, you're already lost. You're just making your final gesture of kneeling to them. Guys, that's gonna be all for now. One of the things I posted on Facebook is that I cannot help you out with the kneeling part. That's kind of not my thing. I'd rather die than kneel to someone like that. But I can help you with this part, which is kind of like 50% of the book. 50% or more of Street Survival Skills. It's precisely about not kneeling to this kind of people. It's precisely about finding out exactly how much looters is it that you should be concerned about in terms of their numbers, how to calculate their numbers, how to drive through them carefully, respecting everyone's rights and all, how to defend yourself against them as well. And yeah, it's basically about doing the opposite of kneeling. So yes, of course, it is my book. I have an interest in selling it, but you definitely want to check this out because you're going to be needing it in your future. Have a great day, folks. See you on our next video.